Hello and welcome to this glorious Monday, the 14th of December 2020. I'm Dakian and I'm here to ramble about miniatures. And of course, it being December, I'm painting some Christmas themed minis. These are some mouselings from Reaper Miniatures, the Santa mouseling with his bag of presents and his assistant keeping the list of who's been naughty and who's been nice. And yeah, that is well, that's the extent of what I finished in the Christmas theme this week. I have finished some other non-themed miniatures though. Let's look at those. Yep, that's right. I have also painted up all of these hobgoblins. All 13, including their dogs. 10 hobgoblins and 3 hobgoblin dogs. And the way I did this was by having a limited color palette. You see some of the same colors reoccurring a lot, and also by being a bit sloppy and speed painting. Because, after all, hobgoblins are cannon fodder. They're not going to be on the table very long before the player characters wipe them out. So, yeah, I'm just happy to get through them. And I'm not going to spend a lot of time lingering on them here. There will be still pics at the end of all of them individually, so you can see all of my little mistakes. Yeah. But, you know, a total of 15 minis done this week is really, really good. And I'm, you know, improving my numbers. Let's move on to the work table.
So here's what I'm currently working on in terms of Christmas themed minis from Reaper. We have some more paint on the big 72mm Sophie here. Some rough base coats, just to get an idea of what kind of colors I want to use. A lot of red in this case. And her little bag of presents is on a separate base because it wouldn't really fit on this one. And here we have the new stuff. These little dudes, the Christmas tree ornament golems. They're just prepped and primed. Well, not. They actually have two coats. Just one coat of black primer and then another thin coat of black paint, just to make them really, really black, because they're going to be all metallic, and I want a really solid black undercoat for that. They're going to be pretty quick to paint, I think. Well, Sophie, so yeah, these I'll knock out. It'll just take a couple of hours. It'll be extremely fast. But Sophie, will she be done next week? I don't know. I'm taking my time and being careful. And here we have the ladies of Redbox Miniatures Norse collection. Yeah, primed and ready. Yeah, ready to start putting some paint on them. Not much else to say, really. They cleaned up well. There's not much in the way of mow lines, and you know, the one that needed some assembly was easy enough. It's this one, with where the hand is separate. You can tell that this could not be cast in one piece. It's too three-dimensional. But yeah, let's get started.
Oddly enough, yet another week has gone by with no new stuff in the mail. Yeah, strange. But at least I have tracking on a few packages that are slowly working their way to me. Anyway, so to start up new projects. First off, some more Christmas stuff. These will be the last Christmas themed minis I prep this year, I believe, because I want to have them done by Christmas, or at least before the end of the year. I don't want to sit there painting Christmas minis in January. So yeah, don't worry, I still have a lot left in my box of Christmas minis for next year, but I have reduced the stock a little bit. So first off, Mrs. Claus. This is the Mrs. Santa Claus's wife, and I've painted her hubby before. Well, I painted a lot of Santa Clauses, but specifically, this model is actually from the Chronoscope range. Normally, this copy comes in their Christmas packaging, but it doesn't always. And the Chronoscope. So this is not just available during Christmas. You can buy this any time of year, and there is a Santa Claus in the same Chronoscope range. I think even by the same sculptor that I've painted previously. So I'll paint this one to match. Then we have the Dreidel Golem, just to get some other traditions in there. And the third is Krampus, and this is there's a new Krampus model coming. The reason I want to paint this guy now is this is the old metal Krampus. There is a new Bones Krampus, which I think is slightly different in the sculpt. It's not the same sculpt, as far as I understand. I could have gotten that wrong, but it seems so. And I'm getting one as a bonus mini this year with my order. And I think I'm getting another copy of that guy when Bones 5 arrives in the summer. So I'll have a lot of Krampuses, and so I want to get this guy out of the way before that. So 3 more Christmas themed minis. I need more projects to fill my time. Let's go back to Stonehaven again. Here's another collection of. Well, there were 7 minis here. I already picked out one and painted it. So there's 6 more minis, and they are mostly half-orcs. I think this guy is a half-orc wizard, half-orc rogue sneaking along. This is a lizardman or dragonborn roguish type. And here's a half-orc warrior. Another smaller dragonborn, kind of samurai type, and I can't really tell what this is. Some smaller dude, a goblin or something maybe. I'll have to see when I clean it up what it looks like. Oh no, yeah, it's now I see. This is not the hair. This is a fire thing. This is the face under the hood. Yeah, it must be some sort of small person. I don't know. Anyway, so what else? Well, how about a big project? Because I painted Mossbeard. Let's dip back into Bones 4. The add-ons and the huge monster that is Nyarlathotep, Hotep, the crawling chaos himself. And so part of this is it comes with a sort of scenic base, which is a ruin. There's some pillars here. There's a big base plate here, a big rectangular thing. So hopefully I don't need to add anything else to it. It can just stand on its own. Oh, and see here, here's parts of a ruin as well. And we have a lot of tentacles. Interesting. So this seems a little complicated, so I'll be happy if it's built by next week. This will be another long-term project. It will take several weeks to complete. But, you know, I like having those sorts of projects as well. So that's the plan, and that was this week's episode. Please click like if you've followed me this far. Also subscribe if you haven't done so before. Comment, share, but above all, be back here next week. Same day of the week, same channel, same me. But I'm now signing off.